Tonight, Arab leaders in Michigan turned down a meeting in Dearborn with President Biden's campaign manager, as some in the community are angry over the U.S.'s handling of the Israel-Hamas war in Gaza. CBS News Detroit's Ibrahim Sumra is on your block in Dearborn with more.
Today's video is about Arab American Muslims who have started the campaign #abandonbiden because of his neglect of their demands of ceasefire. In this next video, CBS News is going to report on how Arab American leaders are standing up to the Biden campaign.
Arab American leaders here in Dearborn say now is not the time for electoral politics. In fact, they say President Biden's attempt to send campaign staff right here to Dearborn to discuss elections is not only dehumanizing, but also a slap in the face.
You're not welcome in Michigan. We will make sure that your visit will fail.
As Biden's campaign team scheduled to meet in Dearborn Friday with a group of Arab American leaders, folks like Wayne County Executive Asad Turfi canceled the meeting over Biden's handling of the Israel-Hamas war.
So you were invited to the meeting?
Yeah, I received a call. I received an invitation to attend.
Dearborn Mayor Abdullah Hammoud says he also was invited, but declined.
For us, you need to have that conversation with the policymakers, those who are actually influencing decision-making. That is not campaign staff. And it's actually dehumanizing to send campaign staff to ask us, what would it take to earn your support in November, when you have an active genocide that's being funded and supported and defended by the current administration.
We don't need to meet with Joe Biden.
At the Islamic Center of Detroit, Khalid Tarani, the chairman of the Abandoned Biden campaign in Michigan, saying any attempt to regain votes from Arab American voters in Michigan, a key swing state, is a waste of time.
Any opportunity for redemption for Joe Biden would have happened 30,000 Palestinian souls ago. Now it is too late for him to redeem himself.
Lexis Zaydan, a local Palestinian activist, says she too decided to turn down the invite.
I think the nightmare they've always feared is here, and that's that the Arab American and Muslim vote has become both a knight and a queen in their chess game of politics. They now see us as a threat, and they know they can't win elections without us.
As for State Representative Al-Abbas Farhat, a member of the Democratic Party,
this is not a political issue, Brahim. It's not a political issue. This is an issue. The solution is simple. It's been laid out. For 112 days, it's been laid out.
The only conversation he's willing to consider is one that involves a ceasefire.
The message is simple. If Biden wants to reopen the door to the Muslim community, to the community of human rights activists who see what's going on and say, this is not the America I stand with. This isn't what my tax dollars should be going toward.
Many Arab Americans say that conversation is too late. They initially gave him a deadline of October 31st to call a ceasefire. Now they say they just want to see his hopes of a second presidential campaign fail. This is what Biden had to say with the lack of support that he may receive from the Arab American community come election day.
Carlos, are you concerned with the Arab American vote voting for you during this election because of Gaza? Many say they will not vote for you.
Well, look, the former president wants to put a ban on Arabs coming into the country. We'll make sure we understand who cares about the Arab population, number one. Number two, we got a long way to go in terms of settling the situation.
Notice Biden immediately pivots to the lesser of two evils. This question was asked to Professor Abdul Salam on Breakthrough News, and this is what he had to say.
The most important things for us to think about as we look back is Mr. Trump most definitely prevented our friends and colleagues and family members from entering the country. But Mr. Biden killed them. And so when people create this formula of the lesser of two evils, in truth, this is so wretched that the equation of the lesser of two evils should not be part of our moral thinking. This is so beyond and something that as Americans we should never accept, that we have to send a signal to the entire political landscape. By actually making Mr. Biden lose, we would begin a reckoning, a conversation with the Democratic Party to move towards bringing human rights and civil rights in foreign policy.
This is really important because Arab American leaders are standing in solidarity with their grassroots constituents. And what they are saying is that, no, we're not going to let Biden off the hook. We know Trump did the quote unquote Muslim ban, and many Arab Muslim Americans and African Muslim Americans that left the country weren't able to get back in. But if we had to compare the lesser of two evils, you killed our Arab Muslim American brothers over in Palestine. And we're not going to let you off the hook for that. We're not going to forget. And we're going to force the Democratic Party to have a conversation with us after we put you out of office. When you think about the strategy that Arab Americans are taking, I would like to compare that to the conversation that many quote unquote black leaders are having with President Joe Biden. Here's an article by Al Jazeera. South Carolina primary set to test Biden's support among black voters. I'm not even going to get into this article. A picture's worth 1,000 words. Just look at this picture right here. Look at this picture. Look at these black clergy members and Rep. Clyburn sitting around serenading Biden. Look at this. Look at these clergy members surrounding Biden. Look at Jim Clyburn. After George Floyd was murdered, all of the protest that was going on, not for him, but for many people that was killed by the police. And it was big. That was during Trump's presidency. But one thing happened once Biden came into office. Once Biden came into office, everything just went away. All of the protests, it just all got swept under the rug. And you would think that black deaths, black civilian innocent lives was not being taken by the hands of the police, or maybe it was a downward trajectory. But what you find is that under the Biden administration, things just got swept under the rug. This is 2022. This is when Biden is president. This is an article by The Guardian. It never stops. Killing by U.S. police reached record high in 2022. So there was more killings under the Biden administration than previously before. See, the problem is we marched under Donald Trump. And you had MSNBC, CNN, Black Lives Matter, and everybody was, up on it and just trying to galvanize black people and say, hey, we got to get Trump out of office. Looks what happened. But then Biden comes in, a Democrat comes in, and then it just gets quiet. More murders in 2022 than ever before. It just goes up and up and up. Where's the protest? Where's the outrage? Where's all the national marches about this? It just goes away. It just gets swept under the rug. I just wanted to come to you real quick today and just do this brief video to show you, a compare and contrast between Arab American leaders and many black leaders, and just see how in the Arab American Muslim community, their leaders are standing with the grassroots, with the citizens of their community. But when it comes to Black America, when you see what's going on in Chicago, when you see what's going on with New York City, with people standing up at town hall meetings and saying enough is enough, these open border policies are killing us. When you look at the rising killings by police, you don't see that same message being carried by the quote unquote black leaders, not by the clergy members, not by Al Sharpton, not by Roland Martin, not by any of these hand-picked people that the Democratic Party chooses to kind of represent our people. I just wanted to come to y'all real quick and show y'all this. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section.